Hi friends, so this is the ranch dressing that I have been using a lot lately. I really like it because it has no preservatives and it has very minimal ingredients, but it does have soybean oil, and if I can try to avoid soybean oil, I do. And I haven't been able to find it in my grocery store in a while. The shelves have been kind of bare in certain things. So I'm gonna go ahead and go back to making my own. I used to make it all the time and I kind of got out of the habit out of laziness. So I'm gonna go back, and that way I can control the ingredients. I really like to use avocado oil as my mayo. You certainly can use whatever mayo you like, but here I'm gonna list the ingredients, and this is what I'm gonna need for this recipe. Okay, here's what I'm going to do for storage of this. This is an old kombucha bottle that I have saved. I have a bunch of these. And then I'm going to take the top off of the dressing bottle that I get from the store. And I already poked out like the little rubber gasket thing. And so it can just pour out of the glass jar rather than having to scoop it out of a mason jar with a spoon. I'm going to try this method. Okay, here it is all bottled up, and I just wanted to explain the reason why I took out the little rubber seal in that squeeze top is because you cannot squeeze a glass bottle, so it does need to just free flow from that. And I'm going to show you how that works. You do have to give it a little bit of a shake, but that's good because sometimes they come out way too fast, so you can kind of control it better. I'm just going to take a little bit out right now to sample it with some carrots. It is good right after being made, but the longer it sits and lets those flavors marry together, the better it gets. This is one of my favorite recipes that I have tried for ranch, and I only halved that recipe that I gave you. I cut that in half to get this much because I wasn't sure, how long, it doesn't have preservatives, how long we should keep it. But I would say that this could easily get at least 2 weeks. All the ingredients have expiration dates. The milk, the sour cream, the mayo have expiration dates into November or later. So I think this amount would last us about 2 weeks, and so that's why I cut that recipe in half. So give it a try and let me know what you think.